Item number 6E is consideration of hiring a laborer 1. Would you like to take it from here, Adam?
Sure. You might remember that back in June, July time period, we moved forward on filling a position, a temporary labor position that we have been utilizing for the last few months. That position is, of course, up to end this month, and so I'm asking for the council's direction on if they would like to seek to fill this position permanently. Of course, all I'm asking today is the opportunity to post the position as open. We would take applications and do a new interview process. You'll see a copy of the job description, a copy of the proposed ad to run for posting the paper. I know I've talked some with Bob on this issue. Bob, I know Bob has some comments too he probably want to make on this point.
Bob?
Well, the position is needed for the person. We had a backlog. We filled a temporary. Some of it you can't see, but we are catching up. We're not caught up by any means. And there's been extra duties or work added on that's been handled. And we need the position, or need it filled, or make it permanent, whichever, because, well, we're behind, like I said, we're behind, but we're catching up, and if we discontinue that, it's going to get back to, things ain't going to get done, it's going to take more time to get things done, and it's it's really a necessity. The person that we have doing the temporary, doing a good job. And I've had him do varied things. There'd be no problem with hiring him, or I think we have to advertise and go that route. But it is needed. It's.
I got a question for you, Bob. Just this temporary position was only scheduled for 3 months. The council also has the discretion to change that for a year, 6 months, extend it for 6 months, or something like that. Is that correct?
I would probably want to talk to the city attorney before I make a statement about that. I will say that it will affect their status. I know one of the things that was discussed previously was the notion of whether or not they would be, if they would be offered benefits or unemployment as a result of their temporary employment. If we go over that seasonal period mark, anyone that we would hire for more than a seasonal period would be subject to those opportunities, or have those opportunities available.
So if we hired somebody for seasonal summer, we hired somebody for seasonal fall, and then we hired somebody for snow, what would be, and the difference would be what then?
I would have to talk to the city attorney to find out if that would be a problem or not.
I'm going to guess you would have to hire a different person for each.
I was going to ask that.
But without, that direction, I would really like to know.
But I still think we need to look at contracting out more stuff instead of hiring another person, because that's pretty expensive. They'll make a list of things we need to contract out and just hire that, and locally get it done that way.
And along those same lines, I'm not saying that, Bob, you don't need the help. I'm just trying to figure out a way where, we can do it as reasonable as we can here, I think that would be one option, is to look at some of those things before this position terminates when? Pardon? October 1st?
Adam, I thought it was through October till the end of it.
I think it's in mid-October. I'd have to go back and look, but it's roughly through mid-October. I think he started in mid-July, which was running through mid-October.
All we're asking to do is to advertise. I mean, it doesn't mean we have to hire anybody.
Well, you darn well we advertise we're going to hire somebody.
Well, take it from the man right there. We need somebody.
Well, I'm not saying we don't. I'm just trying to look.
Either, but let's look
I'm just trying to look at maybe some
alternatives.
other options. Can we do it with I'd like to hear from legal advice to see, once you know, what we can do with that. And B, no, I agree, some of this stuff, maybe we could contract out to relieve Bob some of this
Would it make sense that it's not possible to talk about all that at this council meeting, and we're not really prepared to do that? So would it make sense for maybe a couple of you to meet with Bob or with Adam and talk about what the possibilities are for
I'd be willing,
contracting
yeah.
out, or what?
Yeah,
I
I'd be
mean, really
willing to do
look
that.
into it and see.
I know for a fact contracting stuff out is going to be more expensive than what we pay our guys. I mean, that's no brainer. You can contract stuff out.
Why is that?
Because they charge more than what we pay our employees. I mean, our guys went up there and replaced that fire hydrant at X amount of dollars per hour. You hire somebody to come in, bring their own equipment in to do it, pay their employees.
We contract out the cemetery mowing.
That's different though.
Why?
We could do it for the same amount of money. It's been proven.
I guess I disagree with that.
I think we need to look into it further, consider our options, legalities as well as the, finances and so on. So I think it would be wise to at least, explore that without making a commitment at this point. In an informed choice, I think would be more appropriate in this case. More information, I think, would certainly be helpful, at least in my case.
When would you like to have the information gathered by? Mid-October, did you say?
I think for Bob's purposes, we need to try to look at
You
this.
can always extend that 30 days. I mean, I don't think that's what we're trying.
Well, it does cause problems from the unemployment perspective.
Check
That's
that out.
one reason why we only do that. We only do the 90-day process.
I'd
Okay,
like to
so
make a
you
motion
made a
to table it
commitment,
for now.
okay?
Have the information at the October 11th meeting.
Yes.
I'll second that.
So
Call for, that's what I was gonna ask, who's volunteering
We've already got
to?
personnel committee that
Who's
is
on that?
appointed by the mayor. I'm not sure. I'm
I
on.
have to look.
I think there's 2 people on that.
Personnel?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know who the other party is.
I think there could be an outside person that was interested in it, Jim. I think there could be somebody that was interested in looking into it and serving on a subcommittee. I don't think there's any rules that say that.
We definitely need Bob in.
Yes, definitely. And it would be you. Bill, are you gonna be part of it?
I
Yes.
think
Okay.
I'm on personnel, but I'm not.
All right, so
I'd be
then,
happy to, but I don't want to bump somebody else off if they're on personnel.
I can look after the meeting.
Why don't we find
Okay.
out who's on personnel and
okay,
go with what
All
you
right.
appointed officially.
that sounds fine. Whomever is on personnel will meet with Bob and Adam to discuss this. Okay?
Okay.
And if you have questions or would like to have information, you're certainly free to check with those people.
Okay.
Okay? Did we vote on tabling that? There was a motion and a second.
Right.
Would you call for a vote?
Councilman Hanson,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Bernie,
Yes.
Frederick,
Yes.
Bohart,
Yes.
motion carried.
Thank you.